third title, I believe, and he wanted to fulfill his father's dream by playing baseball. His dad always wanted to play baseball, and it was real emotional for Jordan. Michael Jordan was a real emotional player, by the way. Like, he gave it everything he had on and off the floor, and that's what I commend about him the most. But 94, 95, he took a break to play baseball, and Michael Jordan, you know, as y'all know, or some of y'all don't know, Jordan wasn't they're close to as good as he was in baseball. I mean, he was in basketball, but he just wanted to fulfill his father's dream, and I thought that was special. Like, you know,
there was a lot of conspiracy about that year why he took a year. Why it's a lot of conspiracy why he took that year off. But I don't.
You want to talk about that?
We can. You know, we all know Jordan. He loves to gamble.
Yeah,
loves to gamble.
He does like to bet.
Loves to gamble.
Yeah.
And a lot of people saying, you know, he had gambling issues, and the NBA told him, you know, to take a year off to like kind of get some heat off of him. So that's a lot of kind of
yeah. So
took that year off.
During Jordan's time off from the NBA in 94, 95, we saw a lot of other great players, man. Actually going back, a lot of great players, a lot of great teams. You were able to kind of like, you know, take the next step. Okay, the Bulls aren't here, Jordan's not here. So like, during the Rockets won 2 titles, Hakeem Olajuwon won, you know, Keenan Jet Smith, Clyde Drexler, like that. That was a great team. You had Shaq and Penny, had Young Bucks, the Knicks were bad. Their kryptonite was they just couldn't beat the Bulls. They made it to the finals in '94. They lost to Houston, and Patrick Ewing, like.
The Bulls were still giving the Knicks work too. That's the crazy part. They were still giving them work.
I want to take a minute to talk about Patrick Ewing for a second. Like, he is just one superstar in the NBA. I kind of feel bad for. Like, he was so great, one of the best centers to ever play the game, but he just never could get over the hump. Like, he was a great college player at Georgetown, but he just always like had the Bulls in his way. Jordan was always in his way, man. But yeah, that's just one superstar I kind of feel bad for. Like, he just never got a title. He was so great, but there's a lot of other superstars I feel bad for. I'll talk about that another time.
Barkley.
Oh, Charles, yeah. But back to Jordan. So when Jordan comes back, you know, the year I was born, a great year, '95. When Jordan came back, man, you know, he came back in a 45 jersey, as y'all know. Came back with a sense of urgency, like, yeah, I'm ready to be back. Came back in the playoffs of '95, I believe, '96. I think came back in '95. Playoffs in '95, and the Bulls actually lost. They lost to, if I'm not mistaken, I think they lost to Orlando Magic. And like, cause Jordan, you know, he played baseball, but he was finishing up, so he came back towards the end of the season. But
you're right, they did lose that year.
Yeah, they lost that year. But the next year, this is when they got Dennis Rodman, 95-96 season. This is start the second three-peat.
Yep.
Now this is where the Bulls. Okay, I'll say this: Pippen was his own. Pippen was a superstar by then. Well before then as well. But you know they get Dennis Rodman. You know Dennis Rodman, superstar, one of the greatest defensive players, one of the greatest rebounders of all time.
I wouldn't say superstar, but what he brought on defense was superstar.
The Dennis Rodman, he accepted his role and played his role to the fullest. A lot of players don't do that. He accepted his role as like, okay, I got the greatest player on my team. I'm gonna find something that I can do on the team to benefit the team, help the team win.
In his head, he was like, all I gotta do is play defense or rebound.
And so that made his job easy. And he was great in his role. So so Dennis Rodman, like, he made himself great by playing his role well. So like, this is where I could say the Bulls had a third guy. So the second VP was, I feel like the Bulls were even more dominant than they were previously. Yeah, they had the league on hold, man. Like that year '96, I believe they won 72-10.
72-10.
Yeah. And they won the finals, man. If the Warriors,
they beat the Supersonics.
If that Warriors team that went 7-3-9 would have beat the Cavs, oh my God, that would have been a great team all time. But now this is why I'm gonna get back to Jordan in a second. But this is why. This is where I have gained my full respect for LeBron James when he came back 3-1 against the 7-3-9 Warriors team.
Thank you.
Now LeBron, before LeBron did that, no team in NBA history has ever come down from an NBA Finals series 3-1.
And let's talk about how
that's
composed.
Let's
talk about how composed LeBron was. I'm a little younger. I'm watching it. The Cavs down 3-1. I'm watching all these interviews with LeBron. LeBron just like.
I was calling Roger. I'm like, man, it's over with, man.
Yeah, it was over. Yeah, that's all it is. Over. It's over with.
If LeBron loses that series, that would tank his legacy.
Everything
For real.
LeBron, take LeBron legacy.
Yeah.
But we watching interviews, Sports Center after the game. You know, it's finals. You know, LeBron down 3-1. No team has ever done it. LeBron cool and composed, and probably on the inside, he's probably like, man, I don't know how to do this. But on the outside, as a leader, he's cool and composed, and you know how uplifting that is as teammates. Is when everybody confused and just distraught, and your leader just over there chilling like, man, we good, we got this. They came back 3-1. LeBron, it wasn't just LeBron now. Kyrie was playing out of, if I'm not mistaken, I think Kyrie and LeBron both dropped 41 something.
Yeah, it was game. Yeah, they dropped like 41 apiece. Like they're like the first duo to have 40 points each, which is crazy.
That was game 5. Game 6. LeBron came back with another 40 piece, if I'm not mistaken. And game 7.
LeBron against the finals, specifically just against Golden State, those 4 or 5 years in a row, LeBron was spectacular. Like the first year, he was averaging 40 and a triple-double.
Right. Even though a lot of people gonna knock at his field goal percentage, LeBron didn't shoot 40%. LeBron shot 39%.
Well, in that regard, I give LeBron that. Kyrie goes down, K-Love goes down. He has to put up all the shots. Right?
Yeah, and it's like LeBron, he's like, you know, even though he's not making the shots, it's at a point where he got to take them shots.
He's the best guy.
He has to take them shots because you know your second best players Matthew Dellavedova and Timothy Mozgov. I mean LeBron, I got to take them shots. And LeBron still took those boys 6 games. Some people knock LeBron that they say, oh, he could have took them 7 games. But you know.
But nah, I give respect is due. LeBron, that series, man, that was special. That's gonna go down as one of the best NBA finals ever in NBA history. I give him all credit for that series, man. And my guy Kyrie for knocking down that clutch shot as well.
Thank you, Kyrie.
Kyrie's clutch, but shouldn't have left LeBron like that. But that's another story for another day. But let's get back to the Bulls. So Jordan, 96, they go 72-10. Man, that was crazy. That was like never seen before the Bulls did that. Like the Bulls were just like, my dad was saying this, like, I know I didn't get to see it, but like the Bulls were just blowing teams out the water, like good teams, like by 30, 40 points every other night. And like just their dominance was just so profound. Like that's why I can't wait for this documentary to come out, so I can actually see like, you know, like what went on a day-to-day basis, like how they train, you know, how they carry themselves, like how the camaraderie was like as a team. Like I like looking at all the different intangibles like that go on with like different players that I like and different teams. So like that would be interesting to see.
Right.
So, like Jordan just had that dog, man. Like going back to I just had that dog in him. Like he uplifted his teammates in a different way. Like LeBron, I love how LeBron like is very unselfish when it comes to even like on the court, like pass the ball, get everybody involved, making sure everybody knows their role and plays their role well. But Jordan just did it like, you know,
I'm gonna show you.
Make you do this, do that. You know, we gotta do this to win. Da, da, da. He was more an aggressor. So that's just the way. That's why I say that's why I always tell you they're great in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
But to be the greatest of all time, that's why I gotta give you this breakdown, is because there's a lot of things that go into it, and I haven't even talked about the 6-0 yet. So, I mean, so to be the greatest of all time, you know what that means? That means you are the greatest to ever walk on planet Earth in like what you do. Like nobody on the earth can do what you do better than you. Nobody. And so, like, you know, like, okay, Jordan went 97, 98. We about to wrap up the topic, by the way. You know, they beat Utah back-to-back years. And I got it. Let's talk about 98. Let's talk about the last dance. I saw a post on this. I'll share it with you after the show. I saw a post last night, man. Jordan, he played all 82 games, 35 years old, all 82. Was an all-star that year. Mm-hmm. Was first team all defense that year, 1 out of the 9. He won MVP and he won Finals MVP at 35. Played all 82 games. Now LeBron takes games off, but not the league nowadays. You know, you do this load management stuff and all this.
LeBron don't do load management, sir.
I mean, not not necessarily low man, but LeBron will take games off here and there.
Groin injuries, man.
He only
He be a little
he had
banged
a
up
groin
sometimes.
he had a groin injury in year 16.
But I mean, let's talk. Didn't 2018 LeBron play all 82 games?
No, year 16.
I'm talking about 2018 LeBron.
No,
His last year with the Cavs.
he may have. I don't remember. But what I'm saying is like I felt like LeBron had taken more games off than Jordan did.
But LeBron don't take a lot of games off. That's the crazy part. That's really nitpicking because LeBron don't take
but
games
even
off.
when LeBron plays, like he has that on and off switch. Like, you know, I'm gonna play harder this game because this team, you know, is better than the team we played last night. Like you play the Charlotte Hornets on Tuesday night, but then you play Golden State on Sunday on ABC. LeBron, oh yeah, you know, I gotta get my revenge against the Warriors. So, like LeBron was like,
That didn't start with LeBron until like 2017. That didn't start with LeBron until 2017.
okay.
That
Well, what I'm saying, my point is, I just feel like Jordan didn't take games off like LeBron does.
LeBron got a lot more miles on his body, Jordan. Come
And
on.
Jordan didn't?
LeBron got way more miles.
Okay,
He
granted,
got way more miles.
I mean, Jordan did take. He took a couple years off playing baseball. He retired.
And he didn't go to the playoffs in '95. I mean, no, you say he lost in the playoffs in '95.
No. He played half the season because he not even half. Like towards the tail end, he only played like the playoffs in '95 because he came back playing baseball.
Okay, did they win it? No, did they win that series?
They lost that year. They didn't make.
So
They didn't make it to the finals.
So here, he had an off season. You know, LeBron doesn't. He goes to the playoffs. Besides that 1 year, basically
LeBron has not been a playoff every year.
besides last year and his rookie.
No.
What year LeBron didn't go to the playoffs?
His rookie year, 04, 05, I don't know, 05, 06. Okay, let's
No, okay. Oh my God.
LeBron's been to the playoffs most of his career, probably like except for 3 years, possibly. The series last season, because Lakers he got hurt, and then the Lakers were all dysfunctional. But besides that, well, I give LeBron this going to the finals 9 straight times. No player ever done that in NBA history.
Right.
So that's why I'll give you that. I will give you that, Razi. Like LeBron does have more mileage than Jordan.
And he's a deep playoff.
Jordan took time off, but when Jordan was playing, I'm talking about when they were actually playing. Jordan didn't take time off like that. Jordan missed. He only missed. Okay, he broke his foot in like '86 because he was what you call it? He broke his foot in '86 in the playoffs. I think it was against the Celtics.
And that was the year.
Yeah. Actually, no. It was that year they played the Celtics in that game where he scored 69, 63, but they lost. But he broke his foot. He was out. Other than that, I think he had like little nagging injuries, but it wasn't that serious. Where Jordan was out a long time. But Jordan, he played majority of the season, and he had a couple of seasons where he played 82 games, was the whole season plus the playoffs. So that's like 100-something games.
But I feel like that's really nitpicky right there.
To do it in that last championship run was special because he was getting older. He was 35.
True. Like
LeBron's age now. Play all 82 and the playoffs, not miss no games. Like that's special. That's just a testament of how in shape he was and how well he took care of his body. Now I gotta give LeBron this. LeBron does take exceptional care of his body. Like he spends so much money on his body, has a great diet, cut out pork, lost weight, got real lean.
Right.
Because in Miami, man, he was really big.
He was 25, man. He was a walking boulder. But now he's like, he's
lean.
He's lean now.
Yeah, I watch I follow LeBron on Instagram. Like he's got the the coronavirus going on. Everybody's doing home workouts. He's got all these different equipment and weight room.
Still staying in shape.
I give LeBron a nod on keeping his body in shape. But I know Jordan was a physical freak as well. But just the last dance, man. Like Jordan, I mean, he just showed y'all again. Like he's getting older, but he's still the greatest. And yes, I know he pushed off on Brian Russell, but for last shot. But that shot's still special. Like I could watch that shot a million times, and never get tired of it. Like
it was a nice shot. It was a push off.
It was just it was a defining moment. Like okay, Jordan bringing the ball down the end of the game. Y'all know I got the ball. Y'all know I'm gonna take the last shot, but y'all can't stop me. Type of just a type of kind of swag Jordan carry. That's just special, man. But
true.
Now, let's conclude this topic with the titles.
Oh my God, man!
You gotta put it in there.
All right.
What did I say? The greatest of all time means you're that one great person that nobody. This is my definition of it. I don't know what y'all definition of it is, but my definition is the greatest of all time means you are great at something that you're the greatest at something than anybody else in your profession. You gotta put you gotta put this into consideration. I know y'all don't want to talk about the championship, but Jordan did not lose a single final and didn't make no excuses.
Okay, all right. Let's
No.
Let's talk about it.
He did not lose.
No. Let's talk, dude. Let's talk about our finals opponents.
He did not lose.
Let's talk about our opponents.
Zero.
Let's talk about our opponents. Let's talk about our opponents.
Zero.
Our opponents.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go to breakdown.
2007 Spurs.
Okay.
2016 Warriors. KD.
No. Let's go into each one by detail.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so now 07.
07 Spurs.
Okay.
Prime Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Bruce Bowen, Tim Duncan.
Yeah, was Steven Jackson on that team? I don't know.
No.
But anyway, yeah,
He was.
they had a squad. They had, I call them the best international
Didn't they have Robert Horry on that team too? If I'm not mistaken, that 2007 squad. If not, then either way, it's still a loaded.
It's still a loaded team. But earlier in the show, I gave you the nod on that.
No, but I'm saying
I'm not going to count LeBron for losing that final.
No, but I'm just saying we're bringing up titles.
Okay.
And you have to bring up the greatest of the opponent's face.
Let's talk about the 91 team, the team that the Bulls played in the finals of '91. They played
the old
played the older Showtime Lakers.
The old Lakers.
But I mean, Magic Johnson's still one of the greatest players of all time.
Oh my God.
I don't think Kareem was on the team. I think it was too old.
Nope.
They had James Worthy. They had
I don't know who's this.
well, I don't remember all the players, but I mean Jordan. Like I feel like I think that was like maybe Pippen started becoming into his own by then. So Jordan had Pippen, but that goes back to the teams. Like Jordan's teams weren't. I feel like LeBron's teams were better. He had better players.
Okay. Now let's talk about
Let's talk about 2011 was the next one, right?
Yeah.
The meltdown.
The meltdown.
The
Let's
meltdown.
talk about how well Dirk was. We all know how well that team had.
Going into that
Chemistry, Jordan.
I got a question for you, Ryan.
Chemistry.
Going into that season.
Yes, the Heat were the favorites.
Did you see?
Yes, the Heat were the favorites.
No. I'm talking about just in terms of like teams making it to the final. Did you see the Dallas Mavericks making it to the NBA final before that season? Because what I thought was the Lakers just came off a title.
Yeah, a two-piece.
So I thought the Lakers lost to Dallas in the Western Conference Finals that year. So that shocked me, and that kind of ended that.
And they even though they were young, they did beat the Warriors that year too. They did beat the Warriors 4-1. If I'm not mistaken,
they played OKC that year.
Yeah. I'm saying they played them. They beat even though Thunder were young. They beat the OKC.
They beat OKC.
And they swept Kobe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they swept the Lakers, which broke my heart. I'm a number one Kobe fan, diehard Kobe fan.
And
anyway,
the Heat, LeBron did have the meltdown.
Who would have thought Dallas?
It was a miracle run.
Who would have thought Dallas would have beat them the way they beat them? They dominated.
That was a good squad though. You had Peja, shooter.
Peja Stockman. You had Sean Stevenson off the bench.
Yeah, JJ Burrell.
Jason Terry.
People.
Tyson Chandler.
LeBron haters, they love to hype up Jason Terry.
Jason Kidd when he was at telling his career.
Yeah, they did have Kidd.
So yeah, like that team was.
That team was
a good team, and Dirk was out of his mind that year. Like that was his best year ever, 2011, man. He was killing it.
And it's crazy because that really wasn't even prime Dirk. So that's crazy.
Like Dirk, that final series, that was like the best I've seen Dirk ever play. But Dirk was always special, the best international player ever. So, but the meltdown. Okay, LeBron at this point is 0-2. Jordan, let's go to 92. Play the Trailblazer. That series, that's where he had the shrug, hit 6 threes, and
all I'm gonna say is Jordan won't go 6-0 against some of these squads LeBron faced. That's all.
But that's not his fault though.
It's not his fault. But we have to take our opponent. We have to take the opponents into context.
Right, you gotta realize different eras. That's why I say LeBron is great in his era. Jordan's great in his era.
So would you argue LeBron's the greatest of all time in his era and Jordan's the greatest of all time in his era? Would you argue that?
I mean,
and then that brings up a different topic.
Let's talk about that another day.
Okay.
Right now we're just talking about LeBron versus Jordan.
Okay.
Go breakdown. So, I mean, I look at it like this. I think, like, my perspective on this is like, if you make it to the finals or make it to the championship, at that given moment, you're the best. You're one of the best teams in the league. Like, granted, they didn't have the star power that some of the teams LeBron faced, but that's not Jordan's fault. He still had it at that particular time. All the teams Jordan faced in the finals were the best team. Were the other best team, were best team from the East, best team from the West. At that particular time, that's how you gotta look at it. But I mean, granted, we don't know. Like, Jordan didn't have to face, you know, a Warriors dynasty or you know, the Spurs or the Dallas. Like, I mean, I just feel like Jordan took care of business when he needed to. I mean,
now we gotta make it, because it's Jordan. We gotta make it cut and dry. No, Jordan, he took care of business. No, LeBron, you know, he
LeBron. Okay, Jordan is 2 at this point. LeBron is 0-2. Okay, let's go to the third championship. Granted, LeBron has been to the finals more than Jordan, but Jordan is 6-0 in the final and had more titles. So, okay, let's go to the third. Let's go to the third championship. LeBron James and the Miami Heat versus Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden and the baby Oklahoma City Thunder. They just reached puberty.
Now it's baby. But okay, look, Jordan beat the old Lakers. Come on.
I'm just playing.
He ain't go against Magic. He went against Irvin Johnson, man.
Hey, I just had to throw that in there.
That wasn't Magic. That was Irvin.
I just had to throw that in there, man. But man, LeBron, I mean, the Heat, they really came back with a vengeance that year and dominated and showed the league why they was the best team in the league from losing to the Mavs, which they should have won that series. So they came back and beat the Thunder like they should have. But that next year they played the Spurs. We talked about that. Yeah. And that was still an interesting series. Now Jordan, okay, he played the Suns in '93. Charles Barkley was an all-time great player, one of the all-time greats. Undersized power forward, man. Only 6'4", playing power forward. That's crazy. But yeah, like, I mean, that team was special too, man. Yeah, Kevin Johnson.
We already talked about
Dan Ceballos.
I'm just saying.
Dan Marley. Charles Barkley. Like, they had a squad. Like,
come on,
bro. Roger, you gotta put this.
Oh my God.
You gotta put this into consideration. You can't fault Jordan that in the '90s, those are just the best teams at the time. Granted, LeBron just, it was just, the league was just different. The league evolved into like all these super teams and players teaming up and players being a little more athletic nowadays and back in the day. But like at that particular time, that was the best team. LeBron played.
Okay, at the time,
you can't,
Michael Jordan.
That's why I say
he went against Charles Barkley and what army? What army? Okay, Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson. Come on. Come on. No. We're not gonna do. Who in any basketball company?
I'm just mad.
Sergio Ceballos in his prime. No, we're not.
Anyway, Jordan's 3-0 at this time. LeBron's 1-2. Okay, he won his first title.
2013.
So, okay, another title. LeBron 2-2 at this point. And okay, Jordan takes a break. Let's get to the fourth championship. Jordan plays the Sonics. The Bulls play the Sonics. Jordan, man, that's like their historic season. They won 72 games, 10 losses. Best team to ever. I still think they're the best team ever because the Warriors, when they were 7-3-9, they lost to the
They didn't close the deal. They didn't close it. As a LeBron fan, they didn't close the deal.
They didn't close the deal. So that's still the best team all time. Best record in the NBA, going on to win the title. Fourth title for Jordan, 4-0 at this point.
Right.
LeBron, okay, what's the next one? Okay, this one we're getting to Golden State, 2015.
No, you forgetting,
No.
The one he lost in 2014.
They lost to the Spurs. The Spurs seek revenge.
When, you got Danny Green. You got Danny Green and Gary Neal shooting threes at an all-time clip.
That's when Kawhi Leonard made his mark in 2014. Finals MVP, showcasing his talents against LeBron and the Heat. 22 years old, man.
Yeah, they wanted the Heat no more. They were just warm. They wanted the Heat no more.
The man was balling, man.
Man, Chris Bosh wasn't playing.
Kawhi made his mark.
Was playing, but he wasn't playing. Dwayne Wade, his knees hurt, getting him drained. He wasn't playing.
Excuses. LeBron had cramps. Wade had his knees drained, but at the end of the day,
it's cut and dry. It's cut and dry. Okay.
But no. At the end of the day, LeBron James is he the greatest player of all time?
I believe he's the best player of all time.
But I don't want to hear the excuses. He's supposed to be the greatest player.
But with LeBron's career, because of how many bumpy roads and ups and downs, you have to put it in context. With Jordan's career, it's so easy to just say 6-0, he won. 6-0.
But
cut and dry.
Whoa. So Jordan didn't have bumps along the way. He couldn't beat the bad boy Pistons early.
He did.
He couldn't beat the Celtics. He couldn't beat the Knicks. He struggled with the Knicks. Like before Jordan got to 1990, which is like a 6 or 7 year in the league, Jordan didn't really win that much. It took time.
But I'm just talking about what we say now.
But Jordan had his bumps in the road early in his career, while LeBron still it was a slippery slope. Where he had his along the way.
And when Jordan got there, being honest, he won. But with LeBron, sometimes as a fan, it makes you think, well, would it have been better for LeBron just to lose in the playoffs than rather lose in the finals just to protect his record? And it makes you think because LeBron gets so much criticism for losing 6 finals. It makes you, like I said, would it have been better for him losing early in the playoffs than just losing finals? Because with GOAT arguments, Jordan 6-0, LeBron 3-6.
It makes it more of an argument because he got to the finals. Once you get to the finals, if you're the greatest player of all time, we expect you to perform at a high level all the time.
Which he has for the most part, except for
which goes back to the GOAT conversation. When Jordan got to the game, when he got to the biggest game, he didn't let the moment falter him in any way.
Outside of 2011 and 2007, when has LeBron not shown up in the finals?
I said 2014 a little bit. I feel like he could have been better. He could have been better.
It's fair.
He could have been better.
But you have to look at his teammates as well.
What
Chris
you
Bosh and
mean?
Dwayne Wade. You have to.
2 Hall of Famers.
Come on, you know.
Okay.
They weren't the same guys.
Okay. LeBron, I kind of give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to,
but you can't
argue.
argue.
They had injuries, so kind of defaulted. Okay, they lost, but I don't want to put it in there. The Spurs, they dominated that series. They beat them 4-1. It was
one of the saddest series.
They was mad that they lost in 2013 because the Spurs feel like they should have won in 2013, which they should have.
It was a sad series to watch, man. The Heat were down. Dang near every game. LeBron
and he was at home too.
Yeah, just LeBron trying to keep them in the game, and they down for most of the game. It was sad to watch, man. It's hard.
People don't give Chris Bosh a lot of credit, man. Chris Bosh being that third guy on that team, Chris Bosh really
for actually accepting his role.
He accepted his role and he played his role very well. Chris Bosh is a stretch 4, one of my favorite power forwards, lefty, could get to the rack, rebound, shoot the mid range, shoot the 3 as well.
Just being real versatile.
And he was a good defender too.
Yeah, he was a power forward, but when the Miami Heat said, Chris Bosh, we're going to need you at center, he did it, no hesitation.
Right.
And Chris Bosh, he doesn't get a lot of credit for that. For accepting that third role, you never heard any issues out, no locker room issues, Chris Bosh not happy with his role. Chris Bosh, you never heard that with Chris Bosh. And I'm sure that made Dwayne Wade or LeBron's life a lot more easier in Miami. Credit to Chris Bosh.
Right. So now at this point, LeBron is 2-3. And Jordan is 4-0. Okay, now let's go to Jordan's 5th title. This is where they have their Utah. Couple series, 97, 98, back to back. I gotta give it to the Jazz, man. They had one of the best duos ever, man. And John Stockton and Karl Malone, the mailman, Karl Malone, John Stockton was pretty good.
They had Jeff Hornacek.
Jeff Hornacek was bad. That was a bad team. Besides, the best player, outside of Karl Malone, their best player was white. Not trying to be racist, but them were some bad white boys, man. John Stockton, Jeff Hornacek. They had Ostertag on the team.
No. You're not gonna just slide him in here. You're not gonna slide him in there that boy was good. No, we're not.
Okay,
he was just a big body like Luke Longley.
Jeff Hornacek and John Stockton were two. They were at that time they were one of the best backwards in the league. And for them being white, that's saying a lot. They were good. They were a really good tandem. But so back to that title, I don't remember much because obviously I was a little baby. I wasn't really watching basketball. But watching our classes, I just know they won. I think in 6 games. And Jordan had his fingerprints all over the series, of course. Now let's go to my. This is kind of my favorite favorite series. Golden State Warriors versus the Cleveland Cavaliers.
2015. You going to this whole series?
From 2015 to 2018 was oh my gosh, I loved it, man, because this brought all the debates like, oh, LeBron got to play against the Warriors dynasty to go win. Like, the Warriors as good as they say they were. Then when Kevin Durant comes,
and it made the regular season good.
It made it good. So just, I'm gonna get my take first. I'll let you get your take because I know LeBron's your guy. My take on the 2015 series when the Warriors beat, Cleveland, was like, the Warriors, like, don't get me wrong, they were still kind of young. I think they were still finding themselves. Like Steph, this is before Steph won. This is the year before Steph became the unanimous MVP.
Right.
So, like, they were still trying to. They found themselves in the league, but they were still trying to become a superstar. They were at star status.
Curry broke out in 2014.
Because Steph, Clay, and Draymond, like, and that just brought, like, the way they played, that playing style just brought back that the love of the game, like the way the basketball was supposed to be played, unselfishness, how freely they played, and like they just didn't complain. They all played their roles well. Like they knew Steph was the guy on the team, and then Clay, Clay's one of the greatest shooters of all time, and then Draymond was their glue guy. So they just complement each other very well, and and I gotta give it to Iguodala, man. Not only he was the Finals MVP, but just the way he like guarded LeBron when they made that switch, because LeBron was killing them. I forgot what game was that before they made that switch.
Game 1. It was game 1.
It was after game 1.
It was
that early on? I thought it was later on in the series.
Yeah, it was later on in the series.
Oh, okay.
It was later on in the series.
Because I think Draymond was guarding him first, or who was it? I don't know.
Yeah.
But that was when LeBron was killing. Like, he was like 45, 15, and 11, like triple doubles, 40 points. Like Kyrie, without Kyrie and K Love, like I gotta give it to LeBron. Like he was going crazy.
Right.
But like just the Warriors just will to win. Like that's when I knew there was gonna be a special team. Even before Kevin Durant came along, like they were gonna be special. But I feel like I can't fault LeBron for this because he didn't have his team at full strength. So I don't know. Like I just say it was unfortunate for LeBron for this series, but I can't take nothing away from Golden State.
That's a common thing in LeBron's career, unfortunately.
But go ahead, Rice.
2015, man. Let's talk about that playoff run. We did that. That was the year. My Atlanta Hawks. We had 4 All-Stars.
Oh,
they were all wins. They were All-Stars, but I'm a LeBron fan. I'm thinking going this season, I'm like, man, these boys, they finna get it. LeBron finna tear them up, and he did. If I'm not mistaken, LeBron, he took him 5. The Hawks took him 5 games. It was 5 games. It was a gentleman sweep.
I think it got swept. It was a gentleman sweep.
I think it was a gentleman sweep.
For one thing, side note, man, me and Rozzy, we die hard, just Hawks fans, Atlanta fans. We born and raised in the A, man.
We get let down constantly, but still our team.
We pull for our team, our squad, but for some reason the Hawks, man, LeBron had the Hawks number. I think the Cavs and LeBron swept the Hawks every time except for once in the series, which is pretty bad. But that Hawks team was really, really good, and I commend like Coach Budenholzer.
It was the Spurs without superstars. Basically, it was the Spurs without superstars.
That's why I think Coach Budenholzer is like the best coach in the NBA.
Ooh. You talking about at the time or still to this day?
I'm saying like even now because he did like a lot with less. Yeah, especially in that year because look what he did.
Jeff Teague was an All-Star.
No, he's not.
He was an All-Star, Jeff Teague.
That year, yeah, but like he had no. Look at all the great coaches, man. All the great coaches had superstars on the team. Phil Jackson, Michael Jordan, Kobe, Greg, Shaq, Scottie Pippen, Pop, Tim Duncan, Manny, Tony Parker, who else? Doc Rivers, KG, Ray Allen, Paul Holmstrom, Miami, LeBron, Chris Bosh, D Wade, who else? Look at all the coaches. They all had great players.
Right.
So, but I know he came from Popovich's tree from the Spurs, but he implemented their system, and the Hawks were the number 1 seed in 160 games. Granted, they lost in the second round of the playoffs, they made the Eastern Conference Finals and lost to the Cavs that got swept, or gentleman's sweep, whatever. Lost in 5, but like just for him to do that in the NBA, that's remarkable, man. Like he's one of my favorite coaches in the NBA.
He gave us Hawks fans a little bit of hope.
He gave us some hope.
Even though we knew we wasn't going to the finals.
Yeah.
We knew.
Yeah, so that's just a little side note. But back to our main conversation.
LeBron, he had lost the series before he had lost.
No, let's stay on the 2015 series.
I know this 2015 season.
Okay.
This 2015 playoff. This is all leading.
Oh, the playoff. Oh, go ahead.
So 2015 before the Hawks series, he lost Kevin Love. Celtics Kelly Olynyk. He thought
that was dirty, man.
He thought it was cool to pull his shoulder.
That was dirty.
But
they had Kyrie for game 1, but Kyrie got hurt. Remember?
Yeah, Kyrie did have Kyrie for game 1 in the finals.
His knee.
And after that, it was just the LeBron show.
Yeah, and then the Warriors, they just took advantage of that like they should have done, but that was pretty remarkable.
And these games that they lost, they were good. They were good close games, really good games.
I think LeBron. I remember that one game. I think it was a series. I think it was in 2015. You remember the game where like that's when like LeBron like just had his fingerprints all over the game. Like he really like wheeled the team. He that's the one game I can say LeBron literally carried the whole squad on his back. The one game at the end of the game when he threw the ball down, he was like,
yeah,
that was that.
Yeah.
When he won to Golden State, I was like, hey, LeBron is nice, bro.
You like to win and go that. That's gonna make a little cut design on his head. I'm like, it felt good to see him do that because like just watching LeBron.
I just saw like all like him letting all the emotion out. Like even though they lost the series, just like how determined he was just to beat a loaded team.
He was focused all game.
That star. I commend LeBron on that. That was
like that was. No, I'm going back. Watching him that series, that was like watching 2012. Game 6 LeBron versus the Celtics, a whole series. Him just locked in all game. I'm gonna rebound. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna score. I'm gonna do everything it takes for us to win. And when he won at Golden State, he did. They did win in game 1. When Kyrie went down, but it wasn't the same as the second time where he put them boys on his back. And yes, he did have some
literally,
but J.R. Smith played. He played pretty well that series.
J.R. played well.
Shout out to J.R.
Did he have Kyle Korver back then?
No.
Okay. Because they had. Let's see who the supporting cast was. They had Matthew Dellavedova,
Timothy Mozgov,
J.R.
Tristan
Thompson. Who else did they have coming off the bench?
Dang. I don't think it was a lot because Delly played a lot of minutes. He had to go to the hospital. Delly played a lot of minutes
because he wasn't used to playing that. They needed a point guard.
Yeah,
that was all they had.
They played a lot of minutes.
But I do commend LeBron on that series. That was special. So like now this 2016, man, this is where I give. This is kind of like where I give like LeBron like just all of his glory, like because that was very very special what he did, and just being down 3-1 against a loaded Golden State team
that was better than they were last year.
Granted, the Cavs were at full strength this time too, by the way, which is good.
Which it was weird too, but you have to give credit to Steph Curry. This was his unanimous
MVP.
So they were a better team.
Yeah, they were. They were a better team, but going into the finals, I was like, man, I think the Warriors could beat the Cavs in 6. But I just felt like every game was going to be close because the Cavs got full strength.
Right.
But actually, no, I thought it was going to go 7, which it did go 7. But I thought like it wasn't going to be like a 3-1 comeback for the Cavs. Like when it came 3-1, I was like, oh yeah, it's over with. I might not even watch Game 5.
I kept watching.
But I was like, man, like I just saw something in the Cavs, and I saw like Kyrie and LeBron just talking to each other like they were just locked in focus, and it was just like a different type of level of focus they had. And then once it got in the Game 6, I don't know if we saw this video, but it leaked on social media. It was the end of Game 6.
Oh, when LeBron was in the locker room and LeBron was talking to him.
In the locker room, LeBron was like, hey, I could tell the Warriors, they starting to give up. He said something like that. The Warriors, they look like they're giving up. I think we could take advantage of them. He said something like that. And then when he said that, and then did LeBron have that chase down block in Game 6 or Game 7?
Oh, no. It was Game 7. It was Game 7.
Oh, yeah.
Because after the chase down, then
Kyrie hit the shot.
Yeah. But Game 7, shout out to Draymond. He dropped 35. He played big in Game 7.
Oh.
Draymond played big in Game 7.
Let me get my input. Okay, we all know Draymond Green got suspended. Because during the playoffs...
I knew it was coming. I
almost forgot. During the postseason that year, 2016... for some reason, Draymond was like
racking up takes,
was kicking guys in the balls and going under guys under their legs and stuff. I don't know what was going through his mind, but he was doing some dirty stuff, which was uncalled for. But in a particular moment, I still agree with this, and to this day, I don't think Draymond should have got suspended. Because if you go back to the video, go back to the footage. Granted, I mean Draymond did hit LeBron in the man parts or whatever, but look what LeBron did. LeBron, like Draymond was on the ground on the floor, and LeBron stood over him, walked over him. He could have just walked around him. That's disrespectful. As a man, I'm not letting another grown man walk over me like that. That's disrespectful. So
True.
I'm not mad at Draymond. I want to hit LeBron too.
I ain't mad at Draymond either. Hey, I appreciate you.
I get it. He retaliated, but what else is he supposed to do? Like, he walking on top of you. Like, that's disrespectful. Like,
He was racking up texts all.
I mean, yeah.
All year.
But that was the story. If I feel like if that was Draymond's first time, I feel like he wouldn't have got suspended. He probably would have got a technical foul, but like he wouldn't have got suspended. But I mean, I feel like the series still could have. I don't know. I don't know. If Draymond would have
because it was close.
If Draymond would have played in Game 5, dude, I don't know. I don't know. That's just an answer we not gonna have, but we'll never have. But I know I always had that excuse, like if Draymond would have played Game 5, the series would have came out different.
Oh, and this is another excuse people use.
What?
You know, Andrew Bogut, man. Andrew Bogut was hurt, man. You know, I hear that a lot too. I'm like, dang, Andrew Bogut.
But Andrew Bogut was a huge factor on that too, though. He was playing well. He was a good center. Like don't get me wrong, he wasn't like a part of like the big three with Steph, Clay.
He just someone put
big four, Steph, Clay,
someone put in the hole just to give LeBron a little bit. Of
he was just a rim protector. But anyway, like I give LeBron that. That was his best finals ever. The last finals he won. So
all right.
I'm just being honest. I mean,
and I think it was he led his team in all statistical categories as well.
Yeah. That was LeBron's. That was probably like his best series of all time.
Had a triple double in game.
Because his numbers were off the charts. Even through like the final between Golden State from 15 to 18, like his numbers were through the roof.
Yeah.
If you just average his numbers out, like his numbers are just ridiculous. But now let's transition.
2018.
Nah, Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Durant. Yeah, man.
Kevin Durant. You know. Okay, let me go back to when I said I didn't like when LeBron kind of like showcased the way it was going.
Okay.
Nah, don't get me wrong. Kevin Durant is one of my favorite players of all time. I love KD. Slim Reaper, you know. The only 7-foot player we've seen with ball handling skills that can shoot from anywhere on the court. Remarkable guy, super athletic. But this cat right here, man, like, it was kind of a low blow, man. It's OKC. He didn't have to do it like that. I gotta be honest, like he didn't have to lead OKC and Westbrook like that.
Cause you remember, I was at your house. We was watching that series.
Yeah.
Now, I was going OKC. I'm like, I want OKC to win.
Yeah, I remember that.
LeBron gonna eat them boys up.
Right? You a Warriors? I mean, you a Thunder fan or a KD fan?
I'm like, no, I just want.
You just wanted to beat the Warriors.
Yeah. Just so LeBron can eat them up real quick.
The fact that the Thunder had the Warriors down 3-1, which is crazy. And then Clay, if I don't know if you remember, Clay went off in game 6. He had like 41, 42 points. Went crazy.
Just messed everybody playing up.
Yeah, and then like, man, it was wild. Like, I mean, KD just gave up on his team. Like, he's the best player for the Thunder, has another chance to go into the finals. After the Thunder had been to the finals for a couple of years, back in 2012 they went. But and then he just I could see the way he was playing, he wasn't giving it all he had. He gave up on his team. Like, him and Westbrook were bumping heads.
Turnovers.
They turned the ball over a lot. Like it was just kind of like uncharacteristic turnovers, like turnovers you wouldn't see like throughout the regular season.
He was playing like, man,
like he didn't care. So it was bad. It looked really bad, like when KD went to the Warriors. But I mean, when they got there, they won back-to-back titles. But let's talk about the 2017 finals. So, like the Cavs. They still had
Kyrie,
a full squad. Wait. Whoa. Did Kyrie go to
No.
He didn't go to Boston.
That was 2018.
Oh yeah, 2017. Yeah, they still had Kyrie, K-Love, still pretty much the same squad. But now the Warriors, they were already dominant and they upgraded and got Kevin Durant. So now that makes them unstoppable.
And they brought in a couple other pieces and David West. You know, you got Sean Livingston coming off the bench.
Sean Livingston, David West.
And
then they have they have Barbosa in 15 and 16. I don't think they have Barbosa.
No, they ain't have Barbosa no.
Yeah,
it was Sean Livingston.
The Warriors, you gotta give credit to the Warriors bench. Their bench was amazing as well. But yeah. So like that series was just kind of weird because like just seeing KD on a loaded roster with 3 other superstars was just crazy. Even though the reason I love the Warriors so much because I just love like I just love how each player played. Like Steph, they were all selfless. Like Steph was good. Steph was a superstar, but he was like willing to like get Clay more shots.
Yeah, and what I give credit to, that first year, the Warriors, Steph didn't have any issue. It was no confusion. It was like Steph, like, okay, KD, you here? Okay, you got the keys. It was never no, not saying that they had
it's
that.
Like it's like they didn't miss a beat.
It was a flawless transition.
Yeah, it was flawless. Yeah.
Right.
So KD, like him just coming in, and he actually accepted the role. I thought it was gonna be tough for him because he used to be the guy on the team, but he said the reason with the Warriors was because they play selfless and they play unselfish. So like that, I mean that's a good reason. So
shout out to Clay too, because he took even more of a back seat. And shout out to him for developing as a two-way player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Clay. Yeah, he doesn't get a lot of credit for his defense, but Clay plays exceptional defense. He has to guard pretty much the best guys almost every night. But yeah, like just going back to that series, it was just kind of funny seeing KD with the Warriors. But I mean, they didn't make no excuses. Like they beat the Cavs in what 5 or 6 games?
Most definitely 5.
Oh yeah, because I remember Game 3, KD come down. I call it a shot of death. Came down, LeBron draping his face. He did that 2 years in a row. Yep. That shot where he just walked there with 3. Cold-blooded killer, man. KD, he made his mark. You know, like, man, KD's supposed to do that. He's supposed to do that. I'm like, hey, but when the moment's at its highest, he came through.
Tough series to watch, man. Really tough series to watch, man.
It was.
As a LeBron fan, it's been a lot of tough series to watch, man. A lot of tough, you know. You got Steph Curry, you getting hot, and watching Curry when he's on fire is tough. It's like he's just throwing the ball in the goal. Just throwing.
But Steph, like, a lot of people say that, Steph, he just throwing shots. Like, no, Steph, like, really practices, like, his craft.
Takes these shots.
He takes these shots in practice, and, like, so he can perfect them, and he did that. So, I give it to him. But anyway, let's go to 2018, LeBron's last final appearance.
He didn't have Kyrie this year.
But yeah, he didn't have Kyrie. This is post-Kyrie. He had Kevin Love. But let's just talk about it, man. So, you know, the Warriors coming off their title, first title with KD.
LeBron playing out of his mind in 2018. Out of his mind.
Yeah, LeBron, as expected, playing out of his mind again. So 2018 comes and LeBron puts on another show, and he has to carry the team. This Cavs team was not as good. They had George Hill, they had an old Richard Jefferson, they had K-Love, they had Tristan Thompson still, J.R. Smith. Who else they had?
More inconsistent. Iman Shumpert.
Oh, they had Iman was good defender. Could hit timely shots when he needed to. Iman was not sorry, man.
I'm definitely not saying Iman is sorry.
He went to Georgia Tech. Come on.
But we ain't even to say Iman. Like, Iman, he can get you a bucket now. He wasn't.
He wasn't. That wasn't his game.
Yeah.
But like that team was like they weren't as good as
they were struggling. They really were struggling. If it wasn't for LeBron, they were struggling. Pacers series,
like all the Cavs teams were like that.
Pacers series, they struggled. Raptors series was dominant.
Yeah,
that was dominant.
Yeah, they dominated. But that's what they called them, baby dinosaurs. And LeBron just pretty much stumped all over the Raptors every time he played them. So.
And the Celtics series, that was another good series. The Celtics took them.
Yeah, they took them to 7 games. And actually, we was watching that at y'all's old spot. Mm-hmm. Remember Game 7?
Yep.
I think we was having like a barbecue or something. And then our game was crazy. The Celtics game they on without Kyrie. This is when Kyrie went to Boston and got hurt.
Yeah, Terry Rozier,
Jason Tatum.
He had rookies playing. Jason Tatum.
Shout out to Jaylen Brown, Wheeler High School, Georgia product. Mm-hmm. Man, yeah, JB, yeah, Jason Tatum.
Marcus Morris was playing well too.
Marcus Morris playing well. Marcus Smart. All them guys, they really rallied around Brad Brad Stevens' system. Like he was a college coach from Baylor because this is like kind of like been like a thing in the NBA. Like they say most college coaches can't come in the NBA and be productive or successful. But Brad Stevens came in and he wasn't really successful early on, but like later on he kind of figured it out and still kind of his team still like modeled that college system.
Yeah,
motion offense.
Brad Stevens, he would be one of those coaches that he would never or rarely have a bad season, just because of the way he coaches and the way he puts players in positions to impact the game.
Yeah,
like he would never have a bad season. Never.
But yeah, that was a great series. Of course, the Cavs pulled it out in Game 7, which made it to the finals again, and they were recording. So yeah, like let's see. Okay, yeah. So like, let's talk about Game 1. Game 1, man. Before we get to JR, man, LeBron's playing average mind, like you say, and let me just. I mean, the game was close throughout. All the Warriors Cavs games are always close, but let's go to the end of the game. Let's go to the moment where I talked about earlier, where LeBron had Steph Curry on him.
Oh my God!
This is before the George Hill free throw.
I know.
LeBron had Steph Curry on him, and he decides to pass it away.
But this is why I say you're nitpicking.
How?
51 points, man. 51 points.
He could have had 53.
Oh.
You gotta realize the moment. Granted, LeBron, I'm not saying he didn't play great. He had an awesome game. He played out of his mind. I'm saying in that particular moment, he had Steph Curry on the elbow. You could have easily just posted him up. LeBron, he posted up so much in LA now. Post up phase, getting to the rack. I'm like, now you want to be passive?
Fourth quarter. I mean, yes, they were isolated, but they weren't. It's like. It was like a lot of help defense, a lot of movement, all this.
Man, forget that. Help D, LeBron James. You don't see help defense. He LeBron. You going through that.
Man, look, LeBron dropped 51. George Hill missed a free throw. J.R. Smith.
And I could see it in George Hill's face too. Like they showed the camera on him. He was looking nervous.
He looking scared.
I knew he was going to miss that first one. Oh, he made the first one.
He made the second one.
Yeah, and then y'all know what happened from after that.
J.R. Smith, he did.
J.R. Smith has his mental lapse where he runs down the court thinking that he thought that he won the game. LeBron's like, the famous meme where LeBron's like,
yeah. Then in OT, people say, it was a lot of clutch on the OT.
Yeah, and then they said LeBron gave up on his team. This is where I knew, like, he was done with the Cavs when he, like, that timeout where he kind of sat at the end of the bench.
Broke the clipboard.
And then he broke the clipboard. He wasn't engaged with the team. I knew he was done. I was like, okay, yeah, LeBron's, he about to leave it. He about to leave.
But just think of this. As a man, you put up this large effort just for your teammate just to throw it all the way. I thought we was up, man.
Yeah, that was.
You would be done too.
That's inexcusable. The biggest moment in the NBA Finals, J.R. Smith. How are you not aware of the time and the clock and the score? Like there's no excuse for that. You're an NBA veteran player. Like you should be well aware of what's going on. Like you're at the line. That gives you time to breathe. Gives you time to look at the clock. Look at the score.
Yeah,
see what's going on.
Evaluate the situation.
Okay, like, if I get a rebound, okay. If there's enough time on the clock. If it was less time on the clock, okay, maybe if I could get the rebound, maybe I could take a good shot. But if there's enough time on the clock, let's reset and run a quick play. But that was obviously like the defining moment of really that series because the Warriors pretty much after game 1 kind of pretty much dominated the series. And then, after that, KD wins his second title.
Now LeBron's in
the third with the Warriors, and then LeBron takes his talent to Hollywood.
Yes, sir.
Summer 2018. But I mean that's pretty much the end of the breakdown. I know it was long, but I had to break it down into different segments, man. But I just kind of want to get everybody a better understanding of my perspective on like why Jordan is better than LeBron.
Jordan is greater than LeBron. LeBron's the best player of all time. Thank you.
I don't know if you heard everything I said. But
oh.
One more time.
Jordan is the greatest player of all time.
Jordan's the greatest player of all time.
LeBron's the best.
The reason why is it goes back to the rings, even after all the breakdowns. Jordan, he won more at the highest level, and he didn't lose. You got to put that in there.
You have to put it in context.
Because if you're the greatest player of all time, when you get to the highest level of that particular sport, which is the championship, the finals, you got to succeed. If you want to be the greatest player ever, like y'all got to realize what that means. Like you got to throw all that out the window. If you say he's the greatest player of all time, that means you have to have one more than Jordan in the finals.
Okay.
You got to throw that in there.
But gotta bring up Robert Orr. Gotta bring up Bill Russell.
That's it for the GOAT conversation, man. We got one more segment here we want to talk about. What are your thoughts on